Life.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another video, y'all, that just, was crazy to me. I saw this clip of Camron talking to his ex-girlfriend, and, he spoke about why they stopped talking and they kind of get into this heated debate. I want you guys to hear what she had to say and how she's coming across, which was very kind of nasty in a sense. And it kind of shows you why a lot of these men walk away from relationships like this when dealing with women who present themselves in this way. But I thought this was an interesting video to share. Definitely leave your thoughts, your comments, your concerns in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts on this interaction. And just let me know what you think about it. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, but you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Share and like the video and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
Life, especially one who's intimate with me, automatically wants to step into leadership and provision and want to protect and provide for me. Kim has never given me those vibes.
Yeah. You got a boyfriend right now, Kelly?
No.
Exactly.
Why does that matter? Do you have a girlfriend right now, Kim?
I don't need nobody to protect and provide for me. I'm not looking for that. I'm just trying
You're
to
a
say.
man. I wouldn't expect that.
I'm just trying to say that this is the thing that you think that because you're dating somebody, like for instance, right? Give you an example.
So as a woman, if I share my body with a man, I shouldn't expect him to want to protect and provide for me? Is that what you would teach your daughter?
The problem is this: you want to protect.
But what's with the hostility? You know what I mean? You can speak your piece without it being so negative. She sounds like she has a chip on her shoulders, to be honest. She sounds like she's pissed. So why are you so pissed if, when the relationship didn't work out, if you had certain expectations from the man, that's something that you're supposed to have a conversation about, not become pissed and mad about it because you don't think that you got what you didn't get what you wanted out of the relationship. And oftentimes you see this happening. A lot of women are bitter and they're pissed when the relationships fail because they didn't get what they wanted out of it, but they also didn't communicate what they wanted in the relationship. And I don't know the specifics of their relationship. Don't get me wrong. No one knows the ins and outs. We only go off of what we see and what they present to us in public. But I think oftentimes we do see this happening. Women get mad when they've been in a relationship with a man for 10 and 15 years and he didn't marry them when marriage wasn't on your radar. Marriage was not the goal for you at the time. It wasn't something that you required, but you automatically thought that the man was supposed to level up and do what it is you thought in your head he should do. And I think a lot of times this goes back to having a conversation and, making it known what your requirements are and not just allowing anything to go. And then when you don't get what you thought you should have gotten out of it, you're pissed and mad and bitter. And then now it's bad for any man that you come in contact with after that failed relationship. You know what I mean? Let's continue though.
You think men and women are equal?
No, what I'm trying to explain to you is this. For me, I rather invest in my female than give my female. And that's the problem.
You've never invested in me.
Because you had bad investments. That's why you're in nursing school. I'm trying to explain to you that the investments that you had weren't good.
That's not why I'm in nursing school. I've been working on my nursing degree since 2019.
Why you don't have it yet?
I opened the business to help me get through nursing school.
Which was
I needed a passive income.
Which was a bad investment. Anyway, like I was trying to explain, because it's a bad investment or somebody gives you an opinion, you reverse it into a don't want to protect, provide. You never looked out for me. Yo, you didn't really like you always looked past me. Because I don't think what you were doing was going to make money for yourself or for me. That's how you reverted to say, yo, you never want to look out for me. You never did this for me. You never believed in me. You always look past me. Because I give you my real opinion.
Okay, Cam, what's your feelings towards her?
Listen, I love Callie as a friend, man. Like I said, she's a beautiful girl. I would love to be her friend, but we're just not in a space of being friends because the last time we talked, I wouldn't let her move in my house. So we stopped speaking.
That has nothing to do with it.
I'm just telling you, last time for me, that's what it was.
That's not why we stopped speaking.
Why we stopped speaking? Tell me.
So I guess that's the reason why.
This is what happened now that I remember, is that we was arguing via text or whatever it was. And she sat there and texted me, I wish Hud and Trell was alive, because them was some real and they wouldn't appreciate the way you've been treating me.
Said, I wish Hud and Trell was still alive, because you probably would have treated me better.
Whatever that is, that triggered me. For you to tell me about the that I grew up with from the sandbox, I knew Hud since I was 2 years old. I knew Trell since I was 11 years old. You gonna tell me how my should tell me how to treat you? It triggered me. I don't even remember.
Listen, and I can understand him being triggered. Like, so basically that's saying, hey, and rest in peace to his friends, which is unfortunate that someone would bring that up. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful right there, in my opinion. And, that's triggering to him, as you can see. But then also it's an insinuation that, oh, if they were here, they'll get you in line and they'll tell you what to do. And they'll tell you how to treat me and what they feel you should do to me. And you just gonna listen to them and do what they say. That's what that sounds. And that's very disrespectful to tell to a man, that he basically needs other men to tell him how to be a man, and that they would be more, that they would side more with her and convince him to do what they think he should do in benefit of her. That's like one man telling another man how to run his life and what he should do when it comes to a woman. Like he don't know how to make those decisions for himself. That is very disrespectful, in my opinion. It is. And that's something you should never say. And to bring up these people who are no longer here is more disrespectful on top. Let's continue.
For what I said, but I felt really offended on the fact that you telling me about how my brother and my other, and Charles, like my brother and Charles like my cousin, what they would tell me about you. And that's what ended the friendship for me as well. That's still a sensitive subject for me as far as my friends. I have a lot of friends who, but those were really two close friends. Absolutely so. I don't understand it today. I'm not gonna ever understand you telling me about my that you know for 2 years, as opposed to me growing up with them for 30 something years. I'm never gonna understand that. I'm just not. I'm not gonna lie. Now I feel away again. It was cool, but I feel away. To be honest with you, Nick, hang up. Let's sit and them discuss this by themselves. I don't want to talk about my friends that don't know my friends as well as I know my friends.
He got emotional behind that. Right. I mean, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it was a good thing, in my opinion, for him to just get off that call, because when people trigger you in that way, it's not a good feeling, and you don't have to subject yourself to that. They're no longer together. And just move on. You know what I mean? And you could see the contention in the conversation, and you could see why the relationship probably failed. And this is something that a lot of people go through. You know what I mean? And if it disturbs your peace, and if it doesn't bring you peace, whether it's a male or female, then you got to walk away. You got to walk away. You know, that this is not just relative to men, but for women as well, because there could be toxicity on either side. And I just think no matter who you are, male or female, if you're dealing with somebody who disrupts your peace and is always toxic, and they don't, understand your perspective and don't want to, or don't have respect for you, I think it's time to move along. And this conversation exposed how a lot of women think. A lot of women want to get in these relationships with these men who are successful and have a lot of money, because they're only there for what you can do for them. Bottom line. This is why you want men with a lot of money, because it's not the fact that you really care about the person and you really want to be there for them and support them and all of this kind of stuff. It's the fact that you know that you can benefit from off of them. And that's mainly the main objective, that a lot of women want to go into relationships with men who are established, because they want these men to put them on. They want these men to teach them something. They want these men to elevate their lives. And it becomes a situation where it's only about them. And no matter what you do for them, it'll never be enough. And so even when you could be taking care of them, paying all the bills, and they're there, they still want more, because they want to level up off of you. They want you to invest into them. They want you to put thousands of dollars into a business for them that they don't even properly know how to run or make successful. And they want you to continuously do that in the name of, I'm with you when I'm sharing my body with. Well, you would share your body with a lot of these women are sharing their bodies with men who never could give them a dime. So how do you justify that? But then when you meet a man who of means, you want him to just shell out money after money after money on you to invest in you, and then all these business ventures end up failing, and you want him to continue to invest in failed ventures just because you're with him, he's with you, and you're sleeping with him? It doesn't make any sense. But shout out to Camron and shout out to everybody involved. But I just think it sheds a lot of light on the mentality and the way a lot of women think. And I think you have to start changing that. A man doesn't have to invest in that. If you're with a man that cares about you and you care about him, then he's going to be there for you and do what's necessary for you. But you should be there to invest in him as well in the ways that he needs you to. It shouldn't be any contention. If he's not abusing you and taking advantage of you, and if he's not treating you horribly, then if you really care about the man, you shouldn't have any problem. But I think a lot of times, and I'll say it again, a lot of women are going into relationships with the idea of a man doing so much for them, like doing the most for them, because that's their only objective. A lot of times they're not there for the right reasons. And then when the man realizes that and move on, then they're bitter and mad because they didn't get what they came for. Listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Definitely chime in. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. DeeDeesReactions.